Fellow Ambazonians, I think so. Unaran yes, say Paul BIYA, the butcher of our people, them. He don't say any personal representative for inside Bamenda, for can see our people them and for give impression for their own civilians them and the international community. Then say everything be in normal and then they in charge and for deceive our people them about the real nature of their status and their state of well-being. I will get into that later. But now who be this special representative where they call in a Confiance Bulungeli? I will tell now who he be. Now he be the director of cabinet for the prime minister office Diongote. Now for sure, na saying Diongote na just lapdog for Paul BIYA. How you will do be a prime minister? Then your director, you will get director of cabinet where he be appointed by presidential decree. Now the person this now the Bulu man this way actually be in charge of that prime minister office. For add insult to the wound for Ambazonia or the so-called Anglophone, he when I be the director for prime minister office, that make he instead for prime minister have a get chief of staff, he get a director. Paul BIYA that make he say I be now the head of his so-called reconstruction committee for the presidency, and then the sending now for Bamenda, no before can represent the prime minister, but for can represent Paul BIYA. He says, "Make we go now straight for the propaganda talk."
Chairman of steering committee of the presidential reconstruction.
Those who are still skeptics should understand that the plan works, and we should all put our hands on deck to ensure that we get back our society in a better way than it was before.
Yes, I want me to listen for Archbishop Andrew Kia, the chief enabler for inside Bamenda, and me gonna know one thing. See this so-called presidential committee of reconstruction and whatsoever is a new name given for the so-called reconstruction that Cameroon announced, a project that was sponsored 90% by foreign donors. It was not Cameroon money. Cameroon don't have money to pay its civil servants, let alone have money for reconstruction. And all these sites that were visited by the so-called president of the reconstruction committee from the presidency are all institutions that predates Cameroon occupation of Ambazonia. The Baptist school, the Catholic schools were all there. Yes, the UNDP had donated some money to build classroom and to buy benches, and they have consulted and had consultation with me personally and all Ambazonian factions to seek for permission to carry out projects in Ambazonia. And I want our people not to be deceived that Cameroon love them or have any plans for them. When this president of the so-called presidential committee was in Bamenda visiting, the Cameroon army was burning down Ver, and they killed 6 people in Ver. Watch the rest of the video.
The Baptist primary school has also seen an increase in enrollment following the construction of these structures by the presidential plan.
The children have classes that they can sit freely. They have benches because there were about 100 benches donated with 9 classrooms, a computer lab that has helped to decongest the classrooms.
Reality check. The Baptist school way the colonial governor and this so-called presidential committee go visit them na Ambazonia community school as on see. Then they wear uniform, they go for school just like how they go. Then go be shocked for years say Cameroon army they can't talk to me, then come out and stand for outside. And I want to tell Madam Gladys, when I do this thing for carry Cameroon military, bring and come parade them for inside Baptist school for show them say Cameroon it control Ambazonia. Make you know say it commit a crime. And this crime, it will be punishable. So they can't stand as soon as they see, they sign paper them, they make propaganda. This school was built by us in Bamenda. I, as a Baptist church member, we donated to build this school, and it has nothing to do with Cameroon. And this is their propaganda. This is the reality. The population, become visit them. They just can't ambush picking them for school as soon as they see for publication, for media. They talk how we parents, they be very upset. Say La Republican force their picking them, and carry La Republic flag. No population, be come up for can visit them. That school, it go on because we authorize them. The increase of school picking those schools now because of Ambazonia authority who authorize them and are under Ambazonia control. Where those schools they go following our strict community school guidelines. So the shameless presidential representative was rejected by our people. They only came in for propaganda that will not change the status quo. Ambazonia have rejected them.
Bamenda 1 and 3 council areas received new water catchment points, while in Santa
So this is the other lie. Then talk say they don't open a new water catchment. If we notice them, they not show the water catchment because that water catchment now all one way they be built now since 2007 before this war even one start. Now the picture this way even there for the Bamenda 3 cancel their website when if you go for the when I go check them. So Paul BIYA na a scammer, Cameroon na a comedy country, propaganda people them. They no go ever do anything good for we. So these are the presidential lies why they deconstruct them for now. Me gonna see them. Me go follow the visit and we gonna see the whole presentation we then do them for the CRTV propaganda channel. They don't can live for now. Gonna watch.
Multi-purpose cultural center has been constructed.
Once again, the one for reap where they didn't sow because they think say our people are stupid. This multi-purpose cultural center, it be sponsored by the UNDP. Nothing to do with Paul BIYA and La Republique. For over 60 years, nothing to show for.
I think it is satisfactory. And I'm also very happy the population welcome, accompanied. And it gives us hopes and satisfies us that it really touched the population. I think the population, all the stops I went, they extended a lot of gratitude and appreciation to the head of state for this visionary plan.
Reality check. So if the special envoy for Paul BIYA talks, it gives them hope, the population gives them hope. This is the reality. This is the population. These are the mother of those children stating clearly on media, on the record, that their children was forced to host Cameroon flag. And now which can balog this? They don't want Cameroon. They have rejected Cameroon. If that video was supposed to show that Cameroon should have hope in Ambazonia, there is no hope. They have been rejected for 60 years. All we have had is punishment, deceit from a government that benefits from our resources, and we have nothing to show for. Gone are those days. Ambazonia must be free. We have taken our destiny in our own hands.
Many other projects are currently being constructed in all the 7 divisions of the Northwest by the Presidential Reconstruction Plan.
So the war continues, the resistance continues. The Dangote is so-called Director of Civil Cabinet, when are also the representative of Paul BIYA. Which one is which? Who is fooling who? Gone are those days. We don't want anything to do with La Republique, independence or resistance.